What's going on, boys?
What up, boys?
What's happening, fellas?
Back at it like a crack addict. It's Wednesday, man.
That's it.
I know you guys missed me so much these last couple weeks.
Yeah, welcome back, dude.
Welcome back, bro. We've been looking for you, man.
It's good to be back. It was nice to be in the comments last week, but hectic week. It's over. We're home.
Thank God. Yep, thank God.
And,
That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
Now I'm ready to bullshit about some sports. Let's go.
That's it, man. Yeah, I had a fun week. I spent a few days in Ocean City with the boys. That was a hell of a trip, man. Hell of a trip. But man, driving home 7 hours with the fucking traffic, man.
3 hours in New York traffic.
Seriously, all fucking New York.
Yep.
As soon as you hit Staten Island, man, to go over before you get to the Verrazano, it took us over 2.5 hours, man, to get home.
Isn't it so unreal? It's just like the level of driving is so shitty here that it causes that much traffic.
It's like 50 miles from my fucking house, man. I mean, it's crazy.
You have to plan your vacations around traffic. That alone is ridiculous.
Yeah, completely fucking ridiculous,
it definitely
man.
Is.
It's just such a joke, man.
Yep.
But so Steven, welcome back, man. It's good to have you back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I missed it. I missed you guys.
Yeah, buddy. And we got a fun show tonight, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's always fun doing these debates. I love this shit. It's not even really a debate, I guess. It's just kind of
it's shit talking. We debate it. We debate it.
Yeah, well, there's going to be shit that we could talk about the weather and shit talk each other. I mean, that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good one though. I'm ready.
I think so.
On my list all day.
Yeah, this is going to be fun, man. I got plenty of stuff as far as news and notes to talk about. Kept secret in the house. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
We have another good schmuck of the week.
Yep.
Our second schmuck of the week.
Yep.
And you know what, boys? Let's roll it. Let's get it.
Do it.
This is Sports of Ages.
Yeah, buddy.
Uncle Mike, man, look what I got on for you today. I got that nice jersey for you today.
Lions.
I got another one I think he'll like. This one right here.
Yeah. Was that Elijah Moore?
No. Not that.
Oh, no. Number 8. Browning Nagel. I think he wanted number 8.
Different number 8. The best number 8. The best number 8 in New York, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, there it is, Lions.
There we go.
Yeah, man. So, there's a nice jersey. Where'd you get? Who? Brianna? Who is that?
I don't know. One of my side pieces got it. Looks good though.
I hope that couch is comfortable, man.
Be careful, bro. She got the receipts. Coming back.
Bye. Hey, Bria, if you're still on there, how'd your car come out? I know you were getting your car washed today. Finally, did it come out okay?
Yeah, it looks good. Definitely.
That's good.
She's like I'm running over Angela's caddy right now.
Put monster truck tires to destroy my car, and then when I come out to try and save it, it's gonna hit me too.
At least no one's wearing some of that Cowboys trash. Oh, Alex, what's up, bro?
You're starting early.
He still got it on him.
I got a permanent right here.
That's fucking awesome.
Burning Angela's car.
No, I'm right next door to you. That's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, if you need to check on that real quick, be my guest because that might be.
Yeah, you do. You'll collect the insurance money, man. Don't worry about it.
It looks good. I can still see it.
All right, so we got some news, we got some notes, we got some stuff to talk about here.
Let's jump into it, man.
So starting with what should I say? You know what? Let's get the small stuff out of the way, and then let's jump into again. We said this last week. It's football time, man. All right. Yeah. So I want to get the other stuff out of the way first. Real quick one that I think after reading about it can be dismissed in hockey. Artemi Panarin, he I guess he got a gun confiscated from him. He was shooting a gun somewhere in Russia. He wasn't supposed to be.
Fucking Brooklyn. I don't know what's up with this guy.
Yeah, they said he pleaded guilty for it. Whatever. I mean,
he's gonna pay a fine.
they fined him 40,000 rubles, which equates to $406 in America. And that's it. It's done. It's over with. So
that's a fucking candy bar to him. Jesus.
Yeah, he must have done a couple of Ripper Magoos, and yeah, he got a little crazy with a gun, but whatever. Nobody got hurt. No harm, no foul. So let's get that out of the way. Okay, this one is. Look, I get the whole thing of innocent until proven guilty, but Wander Franco in baseball,
Tampa Bay Rays.
This guy is accused of, I guess, dating a 14-year-old girl. There were some pictures on social media. Apparently, the girl wanted hush money, I guess, and he didn't pay her, so she outed him on social media.
Pictures of her kissing him kissing her, them laying in bed together. I mean, if this girl is 14, what a fucking douchebag.
This is just not. It's just not a good look, man. This is a really bad fucking look. I mean, now, Angelo, you alluded to the fact that there might be more to this now.
Yeah, I mean, from what I was reading today, it says that they're looking more into him in the Dominican Republic. They said there could be more girls, and I mean, the Dominican Republic doesn't play about shit like this, so I mean, it's gonna come down on him fast. The Rays already excused him from the rest of the season. Like, this is gonna be bad. I think he just threw away his career, man. Whether he's proven guilty or not, I mean, how do you take this guy back?
Yeah, and look, career on top of it, he might have thrown away his life because he might, he might be in prison for a while.
Yeah.
And look, if he's guilty, I mean, look, it's one thing if there's a picture of, your 14-year-old niece giving you a kiss on the cheek here. I mean,
major difference.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty bad. So that is just a goddamn mess.
Yeah.
So other than that, we know the Yankees still suck. We know the Mets still suck. There's not much to talk about there in baseball. As we get closer to September, obviously we're going to do a lot more baseball with the playoffs rolling around.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't think the Mets or Yankees will be in that conversation, but we'll talk some playoff baseball too.
Yeah, it's not looking like it right now.
No. So some football stuff. Huge, very big signing for the Jets. They signed Dalvin Cook.
Huge. You got him. Signing.
That's a really big pickup. On top of that, you got Breece Hall came off the PUP list, so he's already running at like 23 miles an hour or some shit that we're clocking him at. So he's ready to go. It seems like.
Ready, man. I'm fucking.
Even if he's not, I mean, now you have Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, let me ask you guys this: as far as that signing, now they interviewed Robert Saleh at camp.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh said Breece Hall is without a doubt the number one on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Did Dalvin Cook, you think, came in here thinking, okay, I got a shot to win this number one job?
I don't think so, because from what I'm reading is he knew he had the guaranteed spot in Miami. Miami wasn't coming up with price. They didn't have the money that he wanted to reach, I think we might have lost Steven, actually.
I think we did lose Steven. He hasn't been here the last few weeks anyway.
We'll keep going for now. We'll see if we can get him back. So he couldn't meet with Miami on the money aspect. And the reason he didn't sign with the Jets when he first came to the facility was because he said, I want a big role in the offense. And they told him, you're going to fit the role that Rodgers wants you to play. What our offense is going to fill you in, but you're going to be the running back too. Like, there's no doubt about it. They told him straight up, Breece Hall is going to be back. All right. Yeah. Steven will be right back. I just want to make sure. So, they said that he's going to get reps and he's comfortable with the amount of reps that they can offer him, what he's going to get. I mean, the guy's going to touch the ball, I would say at least 10 times a game, man, 10 to 12 times. That's more than enough. You're a 28-year-old running back who's on a roster that can go win a ring, man.
He's got a lot of gas left in the tank, without a doubt.
I mean, this guy's no slouch. He had 1,400 yards last year, 6 total touchdowns on a pass-first offense with arguably the best offensive player in football.
Yeah.
That's nothing to look down on. This guy can fucking play.
Kept secret, wants a ring. Yeah.
Exactly, 100%.
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I was just saying, like, how some of these guys get, right? Like, I want to be the guy. All of a sudden, now he's going to be in the media complaining, I want the ball more. Again, Cook doesn't seem like that type of guy. But I was just wondering from a Jets fan perspective what you thought about that. But look, regardless, that is a huge pickup, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's not have 2 of the top 10 backs in the football.
Exactly. And every guy that we've been saying that there's a possibility that, he might go to the Jets. He might go to the Jets. They've all gone there. All the guys we've been talking about, all going to the Jets.
It was, I want to say, 2020 Jamal Adams begged to get out of New York because no one wanted to come play here. We are 3 years later, and we are the hotspot. Everyone wants to come to New York. Rodgers is here. The rest of the squad is here. And they're ready to go, man. They are ready to fucking go.
Good player. Comment from Alex. He's a good player, but I think that money. Valid point. Valid point.
Let me touch on this because I've seen a lot of reporters talking about this too. I agree. I think money would have been much better spent on an O lineman, but it's August. There is no O lineman sitting out there right now.
Yeah,
there's no one to go after.
That's a good point.
A lot of these trade. What NFL team in their right mind is going to trade a starting, really competent O lineman to the Jets that are fucking loaded? They don't want to help us out. They want to see us fucking down. They want to see a downfall, man. We're not getting any better on the O line right this second from anyone on a roster right now. I can see come roster cut in a couple weeks, there's going to be a chance we get a guy like Risner. I 100% agree with that. That's just not a guy we're going to sign now without having a 53-man roster, knowing who we have. You know, we still got 3 weeks. You don't know who's going to pan out on the O-line.
So what about fantasy now? Is that people who were high on Breece Hall, like, are you going back a little bit now? Because you know he's going to take some – Cook's going to take away some of those goal line touchdowns. And,
definitely. I would sit back on him a little bit. I mean, those are both guys that can go second, third round now, I think, instead of end of the first, early second. What's up, Ma?
Isn't Janine on a cruise ship right now?
Yep, she's tuning in. I'm
Greeting from Canada.
That is fucking awesome.
Her, Nan, Pop, and my dad are all on the phone watching on the same phone because I got one phone that has good Wi-Fi right now.
Now that's loyalty right there.
Yeah, man, that's some loyalty right there.
Wrap it up from Canada.
Awesome.
Yes,
that's
sir,
great. I hope you guys are having a good trip.
Definitely.
Grab us some more viewers there too. Start showing some people.
Start showing some people. Start talking us up a little bit, man.
Head up to the fucking pool deck. Put this shit on the jumbotron. Let's go. What do you?
I'll do a show dedicated to Canada. I'll talk hockey for fucking 2 hours, man.
Yeah, I'll play.
We'll get that Justin Bieber right up here. Come on.
I had to pay for the Wi-Fi for this. All right, what's your mom? What's Janine's Venmo? Let's take care of her, shall we?
Send her a donation. Thanks for being loyal. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And seriously though, have a great trip. Tell everyone we said hi.
Yeah, enjoy.
For sure.
Be safe and have a blast. Cruises are, in my mind, it's the best vacation to take is a cruise.
No doubt.
It's just incredible. We got to convince. Where is he in the comments? We got to convince Michael Power to get on a cruise, man.
Oh, it's the best.
Get on there, man.
It's
all right. So,
awesome.
Moving on from the Dalvin Cook thing, the other big signing, Patriots signed Zeke.
Yep.
So Elliott is now a Patriot. I thought it was kind of a weird move for Zeke himself because I would think Zeke is at the point in his career where he's kind of in the back nine and would want to go to a place where he's going to get a ring. And I just don't think the Patriots are that close right now.
So what I read was he actually really wanted to play for Bill Belichick.
That's what I saw too.
He said he wanted to learn and get into the mind of Bill Belichick and try and enhance his football knowledge.
Well, that makes it make more sense right there.
100%. Yeah. How can you argue with that? I mean,
it doesn't necessarily have to be a long-term deal, but I mean, if he gets a little extra football knowledge to add to his skill, maybe go somewhere else. Who knows?
Yeah. I like the ground under my feet.
Understandable.
Very understandable. Yeah. Zeke is on the Pats. 49ers named Brock Purdy the starter. I want to come back to this for a second because I also have that the Colts named Anthony Richardson officially the starter.
I expected that though.
I
think that makes sense.
For sure.
It sucks because he's getting thrown into a shitty spot right now, just like a lot of these rookie quarterbacks do, man. I mean, they come into a team that sucks. They had the first, second, or fifth pick for a reason. And shit happens, but we'll see who can prevail, man.
You're going to a team. You're going to a team that earned that pick.
Yeah, they needed you.
I think he's going to be all right, though, man. Honestly.
I think he'll be okay. I do too.
I think he'll be okay.
He's loaded with talent, man.
I think he's raw. He needs coaching. I mean,
going back to the Brock Purdy one now, where does that leave Trey Lance at this point?
You got to trade him, man.
I feel like you have to trade him. You have to take the L. You have to take the L with the trade. You lost the fucking trade, clearly.
You clearly lost that trade, 100%. Yeah.
I think they got to trade him.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, because the other thing is you got to wonder about how healthy really is Purdy. I mean, do you want to?
I don't know.
Because then you got Sam, right? You got Darnold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so if you're ranking Trey Lance third on your depth chart, I mean that's Something's
You got to
up.
cut him. You got to cut
gotta
him or
cut him.
trade him.
Yeah.
Someone
Either
will
cut him-
take this guy. There's a team right now that will take him. I guarantee if you call Washington and
Washington.
said, hey,
I was literally just about to say Washington.
we want
Yeah.
a second-round pick for this guy, I guarantee Washington says, send him here. Boom. And he's in Washington tomorrow.
I wonder if a team at this point, though, like say they're going to list him as third in the depth chart over the next week or two, right? Is a team going to say, wait a minute, he's third on your depth chart. I'm not giving you a second-round pick. I'll give you a fourth.
That could be it, too.
It's not going to be a second rounder. No way. I don't think so. At least
That could definitely end up happening.
I don't think Look, Purdy does not impress me. I know what he did.
Yeah.
I think we had this conversation a week or two ago.
We did. Yeah.
I get it. He won 6 in a row, the whole deal. But overall, I just don't. I don't know. I'd like to see him now in this situation play a full year.
Yeah, 100%.
With all that talent
we have
around
tape.
and see what
we
happens.
have tape now. You know what's coming. That was a guy that no one expected to see in the next 5 years rather than 11 weeks into the season.
Yeah.
Well, it was like when Cooper Rush won 5 in a row for the boys.
Yeah.
When Dak was out, like
Well, I think Cooper Rush is actually a pretty serviceable back.
he's not bad. Oh, for sure.
I think he can play, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and look, I've knocked Dak as much as the next guy, but I mean, it was glaring. Like people were saying, "Oh, that's it, keep Dak on the bench."
Big difference.
No.
Big difference.
Well, listen, the only big difference came was when they played against the Eagles, though. Every other game, Cooper Rush played fucking solid ball, dude.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
He went
that's
against
true.
a Super Bowl defense and finally got beat up a little bit. You know?
Very true. All right, so Steven, good news for you. Zach Martin restructured his deal.
Yep.
I was sweating that one, man. I wanted him back in camp
Yeah,
immediately.
that was one you needed to get done, man.
You know what I was wondering? Does this play into the Jets waiting till the day after to sign Dalvin Cook? Do the Jets think they had a shot at Zach Martin?
I
don't
could definitely
think
see
so.
that. I think they might have.
Really? I don't think so. There's not a chance that I know the Cowboys do a lot of stupid things, but to let go of your future Hall of Fame guard over a couple $1 million
Would have been stupid.
That would have been the stupidest move in the world.
It would've been pretty
I don't
dumb.
know. I think
I don't think there was any.
The Jets were probably more confident than the Cowboys in that aspect.
I don't think there was any threat of him actually going anywhere. Maybe setting out a little bit, yes, but actually going somewhere, no way. I mean, they restructured him. He's making what, 18 mil a year now, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Bunch guaranteed. He deserves it. He's the best guard in the league.
He's great. He's great.
He's phenomenal.
You know?
The guy is fucking phenomenal.
I was sweating that one for a little bit though. Plus,
Yeah.
all those fines add up after a while too. You're getting crushed in fines. So
Oh yeah, it's a lot of money, man. I mean, look, big picture, is it that much? No, but over an
Not to
entire camp and preseason, it's going to add up.
He owes back. I mean, like $2 million out of his deal if
Yeah,
they
it
don't
was
figure it out.
It was like 60,000 a day.
Yeah, since he's a veteran, you can work around it where he doesn't have to pay it all back.
Yeah.
But like another thing we're going to get into now too after this is another guy that was sitting out. We didn't know what was going to happen is Bosa. I mean, Nick Bosa he hasn't stepped foot at camp, and he's on a rookie deal, man. You owe that money. There's no getting around it.
Like, that guy deserves to get paid though. He's coming off defensive player of the year. Like,
they got to pay him. They got to pay.
They
him.
have to pay him. Yeah, there's
That's
really no way around it.
That's criminal. That guy's still on his rookie deal. Like, that's bad.
Well, last year was only his third year in the league,
and they probably should have extended him. They probably should have extended him halfway through last season.
Yeah, for sure.
So the last bit of news I had was, I'm sure you guys have seen the whole situation with Michael Orr.
That's weird, man. That was a weird.
It's very. And I read a bunch of stuff about it. Now, apparently, Michael Orr offered the Tui family like $15 million or something to keep this whole thing quiet or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, in a way, why would the Tui family bring this up?
But what is he? I don't get why it was brought up in the first place. What is he?
I think this is a fucking money grab by Orr, if I'm being honest.
I got to be honest. I think it's a bad look for him because, look, he's saying that he didn't know. They never, I guess, officially adopted him from a legal standpoint or something.
They brought him in, right?
Yeah.
They never made it official.
They had the rights. They had the rights over his decisions, and
they were his guardians.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no way. I mean, dude, the movie came out in 2009.
I know.
How long did you not know? I mean, this would have come out while you were still playing.
Yeah.
How do you wait till now? And he was going, oh, the movie made $300 million and I didn't touch any of it. Or the family, rather, made $300 million out of the movie. No, they didn't. They didn't make that much money. They didn't make $300 million.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No way.
There's no chance.
Okay. So the article I read, they wrote it backwards because he wanted 15 mil, I guess, to not talk about this or whatever.
Yeah. So
look, regardless, that family took him in literally off the streets, man.
Yeah.
And gave him a good life, gave him everything he needed, set him up for college.
Yeah.
Look, was he the guy that had to play football? Yeah. Do you think if they didn't take him in, this guy would have went on to an NFL
no
career?
No chance. He was living in the streets.
Probably not, no.
Who knows where he look again. Hats off to him. He has a good life going now, but he might have been dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just a weird situation.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're friggin' loaded, and he's loaded. So I mean, like,
just what's the point?
I don't know. I think he's just grasping at straws here in my mind. I don't know. I don't know. It's very strange. The whole situation's very strange.
I could see now coming out. I mean, not now. I mean, I still would have come out years ago. I understand part of his, and not the money part, but I understand the part that he's pissed off from how they portrayed him in the movie. Because I mean, they made him play the part. They made him look stupid. He wasn't actually dumb. He knew how to read. I mean, the guy was a junior in high school. And they had him reading on a kindergarten level. He wasn't some random hood cat that just didn't know how to read. He was actually smart. I mean, he had to be smart to get into a school like he went to, man. I mean,
I would think so. Yeah,
he went and played big time football at Ole Miss, dude.
Yeah, and look, part of it is like, okay, so did the family have something to do with it, with the boosters and everything? We know how corrupt colleges are,
Yeah.
But look, we're never going to know about that.
Of course.
So if they portrayed him to be what he's claiming, was it right? No, but you know what? It's also Hollywood.
Yeah,
okay, they're going to do what they have to do to sell tickets at the theater, man.
Yeah,
and to I mean, so I don't know. Look, realistically, Michael Orr, he was kind of he was dominant in high school and in college. We get it. A big guy. He didn't have the greatest NFL career.
He was better than average.
He was better than average.
He was better than average.
All pro, yeah.
But who would have really talked about Michael Orr if it wasn't for the movie The Blind Side?
No, he wouldn't have been as big.
He would have been your other guard or tackle, whoever he was, that had a very good career. And that's about it. I agree. So I don't know. He complains about the movie. He complains about this family that gave him a friggin' life. I don't know. Look, maybe I could be totally wrong. I think he's wrong. I think he's totally wrong.
When do you respect? I mean, they put food on a table. They put a roof over your head. Yep. You did not have that. You were worrying about your life in the hood. That's a real life story. Like you came out and said it. Now all of a sudden you're going to switch your word over a couple $1,000s or a couple $100,000. You were on $1 million deals 3 times with Baltimore. Enjoy your life. Like Uncle Mike just said, you're retired.
Yeah.
Go live your life, man. I mean,
shut the fuck up and go enjoy your life. I love that comment. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good, put that comment in the crawl up there.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That pertains to a lot of people. So listen, that's about all I had as far as news and notes. If you guys have anything to add, feel free to jump in, but that's all I had for this week.
Touches most of the stuff here.
Kind of another slow week.
Yeah.
A little more than just because of some of the free agent signings, a little bit more, but so we got you got Angela, kick off our topic here, man. What are we doing tonight again?
So we got our top 10 NFL quarterbacks going into the season and how we think they're going to fall. And really more how we think they're going to play out throughout the year.
Yep.
And then we got our top 5 overrated player, coach, or team. So, I mean, we got some interesting topics, man. The football season is less than a month away. I mean, I can't fucking wait, dude. I mean, I'm counting the seconds, literally.
Pop is here from Mexico. I mean, Canada.
I can't wait for draft day, man. I see the ESPN app with the both drafts listing the countdowns.
Oh, for fans.
I know. Ready to go.
Awesome.
Ready to go.
I got a fantasy draft Friday, September 1st, Saturday, September 2nd, and Sunday, September 3rd.
Jesus. Nice.
It's fucking awesome, Pat.
Oh, it comes out tonight?
Record save some clips, send it to us, man. We'll post it up.
I'm gonna have to buy that. I'm off Friday. Maybe my Friday.
I mean, I keep telling myself I'm not gonna buy it, but then I'm
buy it every year.
One person online playing it, and it's got credit card in. It's on my Xbox.
That's the one game, like video game, I've consistently bought since I was like 15. Like,
it's
just what you do. You buy it, like it happens.
I wish I had time to play. If I had time to play it, man, I'd be addicted. I mean,
Oh, I totally don't have time to play
addictive.
it, but I'm totally gonna buy it though. It's
oh, he pre-ordered it.
Oh shit! I don't know when the actual release date is.
Yeah, I guess if you did the pre-order, whatever, you get it earlier. I don't
maybe
know.
a day early. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm getting it.
I guess I'm
Friday.
gonna add one of these in the season. 3 dweebs over here to get emotionally disturbed during NFL Sunday slate. I'm in.
Oh, definitely, dude. We'll be there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
fucking
buddy.
in.
I'm in.
Let's go. I'll
Yeah.
come over week 3 when we play the Patriots. We'll either fucking cry and break everything, or we'll have to do some kind of crazy celebration.
Yeah, I don't think the Patriots stand a shot this year, but
No, me either. Me
Nah.
either.
yeah,
Now with Mac Jones, no way.
Fuck that guy. He's a
No.
bitch.
or a 47-year-old overweight Zeke.
Hey, come on. He'll still get some touchdowns, man. He'll still get some
Dude, you still got to defend him, yo. Chill. That's still his guy.
He'll be all right. Whatever.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he's a backup anyway, so it's not like he's gonna.
yeah.
He's gonna get some goal line touchdowns, but he's not gonna be anything crazy. I mean,
One of the
they'll probably-
sites
they'll
on,
probably use him at fullback more than anything.
One of the sites on Instagram said, "Are him and was it Stevenson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that now the most dangerous running back duo in football?" I was like,
Get out of here.
Oh, this shit is comical that people come up with.
Jets Giants.
Yeah,
Listen,
we'll fucking jump Mike's ass.
yeah,
beat
I'll be
the
on my
shit out
I'll
of
be in my man cave for that game, man.
Yeah,
Away
he's-
from everybody.
Oh, dude, if you, what is the game? 1 o'clock that day?
Yeah, I think it's October 29th at 1 o'clock.
If the Jets win, I'm driving to your house after.
Yeah. Well, I might not be here because I might be in jail. So I'll if you get a collect call from Nassau County Jail, answer it. All right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Speaking of that, okay. All right. Before we jump into this, I got to tell you guys this. Now, Angelo,
Oh god.
whatever. But Kathy, my wife, loves Aaron Rodgers. She has for years. She even wanted to buy a fucking cheese head a couple of years ago to wear.
Nice.
Okay. You know what she tells me the other night is that she goes, I might start watching some football this year. She goes,
Yeah.
but I want to watch the Jets.
Fuck yeah, Kathy. Get Kathy
yeah.
on the camera right now.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
So let's just say the conversation ended with divorce being threatened. Okay.
Yeah. Kathy knows her shit, man. She's been
She said
paying
she-
attention for years. She knows.
She wants an Aaron Rodgers Jets jersey.
I'm getting to one. I already told her. I'm getting one. And she's gonna have it the day of the Jets Giants game. Don't worry.
Oh man. I might have to go up to Fridays to watch this game.
I might have to chip in for that jersey just to see what happens.
Oh, dude, dude, if we're chipping in, I'll order it right now while we're flying.
I better get
shipped to
this
the
room
house for a
finished.
ball.
I better get this room finished because we cannot watch that game in the same room. There's just no way.
Aaron Rodgers is throwing deep touchdowns to Wilson, and Kathy's clapping. Mike's gonna throw the remote off her fucking head.
Right at Peterman. Right at Peterman.
Yeah, right at that Peterman jersey.
Fucking A.
Oh my god.
That is
So
awesome.
yeah. So anyway. So let's get into our top 10 tonight, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got to do the schmuck of the week.
Oh yeah. Well, let's hit the schmuck of the week first.
All right, let's get it up there. Schmuck of the week.
Yep. Hold on. Let me bring this up here.
This would be great when Angelo can't spell schmuck right.
I'm definitely not gonna smell it right.
I was always confused about that. Is it SC or just SH?
No, it's SC. Definitely.
SCHMUCK, right?
Oh, that's how I spelled it. Good for me.
All right,
Nice.
you nailed it.
You know who I figured was going to comment on that if it was wrong? McCluskey. I was waiting for him to pop in and be like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah.
100%.
Of course,
You gotta
of
pull
course.
this- fucking my Uncle Mike. So schmuck of the week, man. I mean, this guy. I've already fucking hated this asswipe because he rips the Jets all the time. He's just a fucking moron. Ryan Clark. The fact that this guy talks on live television is embarrassing. I mean, it's actually kind of painful. He had the nerve and balls to say today that George Pickens is a better wide receiver and has more talent than Justin Jefferson. Really? Okay. So hold on. Well, let me just look something up here real quick. Hold on.
George Pickens is better than Justin Jefferson. Okay.
So, George Pickens rookie year played with a better coach on a probably a better team that year, to be honest. Because the Vikings rookie year, Jefferson's rookie year, the Vikings weren't that great.
So, yeah.
They were so. George Pickens' rookie year was 52 catches, not bad, 800 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Jefferson's rookie year, 98 catches, 1,500 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Going forward, Justin Jefferson hasn't been under 1,600 yards or 118 catches and has 19 touchdowns in the last 2 years. Where the fuck is this guy have even the potential to be better than Justin Jefferson, who's arguably the best offensive player in football?
Clark is just bleeding black and yellow. That's what
Dude, this guy has
the
Steelers goggles. It is fucking mind-boggling.
That's got to be what that's all about. He probably thinks Kenny Pickett's better than Kirk Cousins too.
Oh my god! What a schmuck.
And I like him.
Kathy Moore's watching. Kathy, we're getting you a Jets jersey. Aaron Rodgers.
Did she comment? I didn't see anything.
No, she didn't comment, but I have it up on my phone too.
I was about to say, I don't see anything.
Kathy Moore is watching.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, hates Rodgers, hates the Jets. This guy's a fucking schmuck.
Oh, really?
What's up, Kathy?
Quick side note. I meant to tell you guys last week when I was watching as a guest instead of being
I was just motherfucking you, babe. But anyway, go ahead.
So when you're watching on the phone, the YouTube comments don't show up. It's only the Facebook comments.
Yeah.
I was looking at it because you guys were talking about stuff, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And it was you were talking about the YouTube comments, and the YouTube comments when you watch on your phone, like Facebook, the YouTube stuff doesn't come up, just the regular.
It's the same on YouTube. If you watch on YouTube, you can't see the Facebook.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's why I try to read everything out loud so people can kind of catch on to what we're talking about.
Someone had no idea what you were talking about. That's why I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I'll let you guys explain why I was motherfucking Kathy live on
because me, you, and Steven are rooting for the Jets when they're not playing the Cowboys. You're rooting for them all year with me. And Mike, Chris Brown, you the week the Jets play the Giants. That's what we just got.
Because you're threatening to kick me out of our house. Listen to me. Listen to me. And
we're getting the black number 8 jersey.
Oh, dude. Kathy's going to look great in it. We're getting it for her.
Listen to me and listen good, okay? On Sundays, between September and February, this is my fucking house, okay? And this is a Giants house.
Kathy, don't worry. Ended that shit real fucking fast. Problem solved. Peace, motherfucker. JETS. We're getting that shit for you, Kathy. The 8 Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, okay. That's good. You guys can wear it together when she's living with you.
The more the merrier. Shit. We'll all root for the Jets together.
Yeah.
Got a nice big TV to watch the games. Hang out, man. Oh, I can't wait. Oh,
yeah. She showed me this thing the other day. It's a blow-up thing for Halloween with like a big pumpkin with a Jets logo on it. She goes, "Can we get this for the front lawn?" I was like, "Just look at." I said, "Why don't you just?" I said, "Just post the team's history. That's scary enough for everyone."
I'll cry about it.
Yep, it's all right.
Anyway, Joe Namath out there.
Anyway,
awesome.
Let's get into these QBs. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So
let's do it.
We'll start with Steven's list here. I got his list up first.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Let me get rid of the schmuck of the week here. Hold on. It's taken away from a name. All right. I like this list, man.
Burrow, Hurts. And everyone, leave your comments. We want to see what you think about these lists here. So
definitely.
So I know me and Angela were talking about it a little earlier today when I sent the list, and he thought it was interesting. I left off who was it? Herbert
and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like Justin Fields is going to have a huge leap, especially having DJ Moore this year.
Yep, I do too.
He had a great. If you actually look at his stats last year, they're not that bad, and that was kind of with garbage.
They weren't that bad, man. The media blows his shit up, dude. I'm telling you. I watched a lot of the Bears games because I had him in fantasy. The guy can fucking play, man.
For sure, and that's what it was. I was looking through the fantasy stats because I was doing mock drafts last night, and I'm like, wow, like it's a lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
And then Kirk Cousins, man, that guy catches so much shit. He's
way too much.
He's actually pretty good, man. And honestly, I could even justify putting him at like 7 or 6, to be honest.
I agree.
He just played in his 4th Pro Bowl last year. I mean, he's a 4-time Pro Bowler. Like, I don't know, man. The guy had they had the number 1 offense in football last year.
For sure, yeah.
They were phenomenal.
And,
They lost 4 games all fucking year. I know they lost in the playoffs. I understand it, but
yeah, I know. But I mean, I feel like the guy just catches so much shit, man, for no reason.
He does.
And
He definitely does.
So for me, like, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be good, but he's not top 10 on my list just as of yet. Maybe in the next couple of years he'll get there.
Yeah.
But Justin Fields definitely he's going to climb up, man. I'm telling you. Watch this year.
I agree. I left him. You'll see on my list. I actually left him off, but dude, I couldn't agree more. I think this guy is going to have a phenomenal season.
And honestly, I think another guy that can go higher on my list too, maybe after this year, Lamar Jackson. Like, I know it's controversial with you two with Jackson, but he actually has an offense this year, man. And like when he's healthy, watch out. Like that could be a really dangerous offense, man.
I mean, dude, he can throw for 5,000 yards if this guy stays healthy, man. He is dynamic in every single way. He's a freakish. He's a freak.
And he's going to rush for over 1,000. Like
for sure.
Yeah. Pat said it too. Like him and DJ Moore are already getting that connection going on.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be good, man. Like I'm telling you, he's going to make the leap this year.
I'm not even looking at preseason so much because he threw 3 passes. 2 of them were 60-yard touchdowns off of screens.
But
he's making the right read. Last year, he didn't do that. He didn't have the opportunity to do that. So if they can play like that this year, I mean, this could be the Bears can shock people, man. They're going to be pretty good.
For sure.
Yeah, there's the 2 guys that stick out for me, Steven, on your list, honestly, because both of them are not on my list. Are Dak and Daniel Jones, to be honest with you.
Yeah. You know what it is, honestly? I think Jones is going to get a little better too. I think honestly, having Saquon's going to save him. Like that ordeal's done. I think him and Hyatt are going to have a ridiculous connection. I think I think getting rid of Galladay is like. It's huge, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to worry about the big name anymore.
Getting rid of Galladay is like beating that virus that we had 3 years ago.
Right, exactly. And I think I don't know. I feel like they're going to
Waller too. Bringing in Waller.
Waller's going to be a huge help. I feel like he makes a big jump. I think he has similar stats to last year, but I think he throws a couple more touchdowns. Maybe lowers his interceptions a little bit. And Prescott I put on there too because I mean. We just have a loaded offense, man. Adding Brandon Cooks.
He was good.
So CD, Cooks, Gallup, Tolbert, and you got Tony Pollard now, who's solo in the backfield. Deuce Vaughn's actually not that bad. I know he's kind of small, but he could maybe play like a Darren Sproles kind of deal. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I think with
that guy looks pretty shifty in camp and preseason.
Sure.
Say that.
Yeah.
I think with McCarthy doing the play calling, and they said that they're going to open up his playbook. I think it's a world of difference, man. I think that I know he led the league in picks last year. I think you could take away at least 6 of those.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to throw. He's going to gunsling this year, so he's going to throw a couple, of course. But I think he knocks down at least 6 or 7 of those picks. I mean, I think he has a good season, man. I mean, I know the crap at the playoffs and stuff, but.
Well, and look, the one thing that you mentioned about Jones, I don't think he can lower his picks any more than he did last year. He only threw like 4 last year or something like that.
He threw very little.
That was like his main thing last year is that he didn't turn the ball over. I mean, look, as far as Dak goes, you know what? We'll get into it. We'll get into it later.
I definitely want to talk on Dak a little more too.
Yeah.
So next, I think we got Mike next. I like this list though, Steven. I respect it. I like Fields on here, dude. I've been talking about Fields all offseason, man. I love it.
I'm giving you massive respect for putting my boy DJ on there in the top 10, man. I appreciate it.
You know my bias, man. I always give.
I know.
Get the real deal. It is what it is.
I get it.
All right. We got Mike. Let's see it, man. Oh, all right.
So our 1 and 2 are exactly the same.
3-2.
3-2.
3 and 4. Yeah, you guys both had.
Yeah. So the top 4 is exactly the same.
Yep.
Oh, you had Kirk at 10 too. I like that.
Yeah.
Goff in there.
Jared Goff. I was torn on Jared Goff in there. I like him too, and I think honestly he has a bigger year too. But like compared to the other guys, I just couldn't sneak him on my list, man. But I thought about him though. I did.
Yeah.
I like Goff a lot.
I you know what? I put Goff and I put Cousins at 9 and 10. And look, realistically, my 11 and 12 would probably be Daniel Jones. Dak's right there. Some of these guys, but Just want to read real quick. Rodgers, Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, Allen, Jackson, Lawrence, Cousins.
I don't know, man. I'm not sold on Herbert. I'm just not.
And
Yeah,
look, realistically,
man, I'm just not.
And look, we're talking about like, I don't know, just going into this year. I'm sorry. I know you guys are excited for Aaron Rodgers, and you should be. I can't put Aaron Rodgers over Mahomes or Burrow this year. I just can't do it.
No way. No, I don't think he should.
Going into the year, I can't. End of the year, I could definitely see it being a possibility.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Going into the year.
That's basically how I based mine off of. A little bit of going into the year, but I also based mine off of how the season's going to end.
I didn't even think about that, honestly.
Well, that makes some sense.
On my end.
Yeah, I did going into the season. I didn't even think of how it ends. Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the year, it could be completely different. Right?
I saw one site that had Aaron Rodgers listed in the top 5 overrated players going into this year. Could you fucking imagine?
Overrated. No. He's 1 year off of 2 MVPs. These fucking people are nuts.
You start reading stuff on the internet and you want to just fucking stab yourself in the face. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I was very torn on 3 and 4 with Allen and Hurts. Allen takes a back seat because Allen led the league in turnovers last year.
And I think he's going to drop a little more this year too, to be honest.
I have a feeling too. Yeah. I also think Allen, with the way he plays, which again makes me nervous about a guy like Daniel Jones, Allen could end up having a very short career. And I know this does not have to do anything with our top 10 now with going into this year.
It 100% does. He's in it. Let's talk about it. Come on.
But I think Allen could wind up having a very short career. And I'm not talking another 2 years, but he throws – I know he's a big guy, but it doesn't matter. You throw your body around like that, and you take hits the way he does.
Yeah.
I could see Allen getting really beat up. And the more you get beat up, the fact that Roethlisberger played as long as he did is a fucking miracle.
It's incredible. Yeah.
It's a testament to how tough that guy was. And not to say Allen's not tough because he is, but I just think last year, I think he was trying to force stuff. He was trying to do way too much.
Oh, 100%. He was the red zone pick guy last year. That's why. Yeah.
It sucks that he's in the AFC East because I do enjoy watching him play. He's a talented football player.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that has to do with not having a run game. He feels he has to put the ball in his hands to make shit happen. So he forced stuff when he couldn't trust other people, and he made a lot of mistakes last year. I think James Cook is actually going to be pretty decent this year. He showed some signs at the end that he plays very similar to his brother. So, I mean, I hope they suck. I hope it doesn't work out. But being a realistic football fan and talking with you guys, I could see him staying relevant, like to where he was, or honestly back to where he was the year before, just because I think their run game might be a little bit better. And you got to throw in last year was his first year without Dable, man. Look what Dable did for Daniel Jones, and it had the reverse effect for Josh Allen. So, I mean, give him another year off Dable. I think he might get himself back into his old ways.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot to look into. Yeah.
You went from Jones being the highest turnovers to being one of the least. And then
he had the lowest. The lowest.
Now the opposite. You had I think Dak actually led with turnovers, but Allen was up there. Honestly, his were more crucial because his were red zone picks.
Red zone,
Didn't Allen have – I thought Allen had more interceptions than Dak.
I think Dak had like 16.
I'll tell you right now.
Rich Loricella, what's up, man? Another Jet fan. Man, the Jet fans are coming out of the fucking woodwork.
Dak had 2 more than him. Dak had 16. Josh Allen had 14.
Okay.
I mean, either way, it's still high.
Yeah, of course.
So I want to touch on what Pat said real quick.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me see here.
Pat said he can't justify Hurts at 3 yet. He had 1 good year so far. He's definitely in the top 10, but not 3. Had his good year when he got a true number 1, AJ Brown. So let me justify this. I'm a huge fan of this guy, but can't you say the same for Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow didn't have a really good year until he got Jamar Chase. And then but
Joe, hold on. No, Joe Burrow was injured.
Even before his injury, he wasn't having a good year at all.
Yeah, but you know what?
It was pretty short-lived, though.
To me, that's 2 different quarterback play, though.
It definitely is.
Like Joe Burrow can throw the hell out of the ball more than Jalen Hurts can, and Jalen Hurts gives you the scramble and rushing touchdown factor.
I 100%, yeah, 100% agree.
As much as I hate the Eagles, like Jalen Hurts is that guy, though, man. He's good. He's good.
I agree. That's why I was trying to justify a little bit here.
Like, did you see the thing with him walking off the field with as his background? He looks at it every day.
Yeah,
that guy's gonna come back, and I hope they don't.
He wants it.
Trust me, I really hope they don't, man. But like, he has a really good chance to take him back. He really does.
I agree.
The Jets Eagles Super Bowl prediction by Rich. Look,
I don't know about that.
Would it shock me? I got Dimes in my top 10 for sure. Whip through it quickly. All right, another guy with Danny Dimes in the top 10.
Respect him.
You know, and here to that point, you know, I feel like you can mix and match so many different guys here. You can pull one guy out, throw another guy in.
Like we almost should have done a top 15.
Yeah, look, I'm a Giants fan, okay, and I love Jones, and I put Goff over him. But you know, come next year, who knows? I mean, we might all have Jones in the top 5. I mean, or Goff in the top. I mean, we don't know, you know. That's what makes this shit so much fun. Now,
I think it's clear cut that the 1-2 should be Mahomes Burrow, though. Like that,
absolutely.
To me, that's no question. That's
question.
Hands down. Yeah.
The only thing is. Now, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to bring that up because I was going to say because Burrow is not probably going to start the season, but we're not basing this off of injury, so it doesn't matter.
I'm seeing he's playing week 1. Yeah. This is a tough motherfucker, man. This is a guy that you need to shoot him to get him out of the fucking game.
Yeah.
He's a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah, like you cut his leg off and he duct tapes the bedpost to his hip so he can get out there. You know.
That's exactly it, man. Exactly.
All right, so here's a good comment to look at. I think Burrow has a down year for Burrow. Right, a down year for Burrow could be like a Pro Bowl season for another guy. You know.
Yeah. See, I thought that starting the off season, you guys were on the Bills going to drop off, and I thought it was going to be the opposite. I thought it was going to be the Bengals. But see, there's something about Joe Burrow that I can't see him falling off.
Yeah,
I just can't see it. I think Burrow, honestly, I mean, we'll get to my list in a second. I put because again, I looked into it towards the end of the year. I put Burrow at 1. I think Burrow's going to have the best year.
But you can justify it, though.
I think you can definitely justify that. Yeah.
But I told you guys a couple of days ago that I think the Eagles get the Super Bowl hangover, man, and they're not going to be as high as on their win-loss list this year. You know, like I really don't. Like they're a really good team, but that Super Bowl hangover is like real, man. Like it happens every year. You know?
But when you can look at the Eagles roster, right? And look, and you can say the same about the Jets, okay? You can throw all these pieces in, okay? But if you can't put it all together, it's not going to stick, you know? So,
if it doesn't click, it doesn't click. Like
exactly. And that's injuries aside, you know? So, I don't know. I mean, it'll be tough to see the Eagles just completely fall off.
I don't think they're going to fall off, but I don't think they have what they have last year, 14 wins. Like, I don't see that again. No way.
Yeah. Well, look, I think the division is going to be tougher for them too. I think the Giants are going to be tougher against them.
They have the Jets on the schedule too, and I don't think that's an easy win for them.
Fuck no, it's not an easy win for them.
No. None of those games in the East or any division game, honestly, is always a easy game. You know,
right?
You could have a team that's lost 5 in a row and they're pissed off, and you got Chargers, Chiefs now, and the Chargers come out and beat up the Chiefs. Like it happens. Like you see it all the time.
Look, dude, the Chiefs went into overtime with the fucking Texans.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
They had the third pick or second pick. Come on.
Yeah.
Shit happens all the time, man. That's why we'll jump to my list now. We've touched on you guys. We'll get to my list here. I mean, I got Burrow number 1, man. I think
I wasn't fucking done talking about my list.
Yeah, you were.
I knew he had to put fucking Geno on there.
Fuck yeah. I got Geno, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought about putting Geno on mine too, but I just couldn't
100%.
justify it.
Geno is gonna have a good fucking year, man.
You got Trevor Lawrence at 3, huh?
Yep. Wow. I think Lawrence surpasses Allen this year. He has Calvin Ridley, who is a fucking beast.
That's crazy.
I think he takes that leap, man. He was really good last year, and honestly,
and you're adding Ridley now.
If Chad Henne didn't come in the playoff game and Pat, I kid you not, if Pat Mahomes stayed in that whole game, I don't think the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl.
There's a really good chance that you're right.
I don't think they make
I
it to
could
the
agree
Super
with
Bowl.
that.
Yeah.
And that's not saying Chad Henne's better than Pat Mahomes. Of
course not.
You rather have Mahomes, but Chad Henne came in.
Knows how to one year.
Can you throw Pat's comment up there, please?
Come on, no,
I
he's
disagree.
not.
I disagree.
No, he's not.
I 100% agree, Pat.
I
don't
disagree.
think so.
I think he's in the right spot with the right coach.
I think, he's a scheme guy, and he's got the right
he
scheme.
fits the scheme, and he has arguably the best 3 receivers in football. This guy.
He's got
a really good running back, really good pass defense. They upgraded their run defense in the draft. I mean, dude, I think Seattle's going to be good. You guys saw my picks last week. I had Seattle arguably winning the division.
I know.
Good fucking team, man.
I don't know if they win the division, but they're going to be good, though. They're not going to be bad.
Well,
I think
look,
Gino has
we just shit all over Purdy. We said we don't know what he is.
We didn't shit all over him. We didn't shit all over him.
I like Purdy. I don't think
we said we want to see a full season of him. Don't fucking put words in my mouth. I did not shit on Purdy.
You said you don't believe he's that good.
No, what I said was that, and I said this last week also, that when the chips are down, I don't know if he's a guy that can put the team on his back and really do it. And I don't see that from Geno Smith either.
But you know what, though? With San Fran, though, they have the defense where he can be mediocre and it'll be okay. I think, at least.
Yes.
But I think I don't know, man. I think he's real deal, though. I like him.
I do, too. I think Geno's going to be – I think he's going to be really fucking good, man. The guy had a great year last year. And it sucks to say that because he fucking sucked on the Jets.
Hell, the guy was good enough to break Eli Manning's starting streak.
I know.
He was fucking good.
Clearly, he's good enough.
And he had, arguably the coach of the year that year with Macadoodle-Doo.
Oh, that guy was great.
Yeah.
Clearly,
I wonder what he's up to.
Clearly, he's a no-brainer starter.
Remember that first press conference when he had the jacket that looked like Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm with you, Uncle Mike. I'm 100% with you. I used to like them just because I liked their defense. Legion of Boom, they were fucking fantastic watching them. I always fucking dislike Russell Wilson. I should have put him on the fucking bottom 10 or bottom 5 actually.
Seahawks Russell Wilson was good though. Seahawks Russell.
Seahawks Russell Wilson was phenomenal at times.
He was awesome. Yeah, he was awesome
Douche.
for sure.
Yeah,
fuck that guy. I don't fucking like him.
Guy likes Geno Smith, who doesn't like Russell Wilson. Go figure.
I think Russell Wilson's a douche. I didn't see Rich's last comment here.
I like everybody on the list but Herbert. I still think he's going to have an off year, man. I just don't. There's something about the Chargers. Where
It's just a Chargers curse, man. I mean, listen, he got Kellen Moore. He's going to be even more pass happy than he was last year. I think he had the second most attempts in the league, and they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it done in the playoffs with that. I mean, now you add a guy that's even more pass happy. Eckler's not going to see the ball enough running wise. I don't think it's going to work, man.
Herbert's picks are going to go up because Kellen Moore, like you said, is pass happy.
Yeah,
he's going to force stuff, and
probably due to no fault of his own. You know,
for sure, they're not going to use Eckler enough, and he's going to have at least 4 more picks than he did last year. At least.
Well, they got to get rid of that fucking 12-year-old, that head coach that they have. I mean,
fucking analyst. Oh god.
Oh my god. I don't know how they've kept this guy so long. It's ridiculous.
The fact that they didn't fire him live right after they lost to Jacksonville is disturbing.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Honestly, the owner should have walked out and shook hands with the opposing coach because he already threw that guy out of the stadium.
Yeah, I would have threw him out halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yep.
But the offense could not move the ball. They had 3 first downs in the second half. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
You're up 27-0. You should fucking be killing them. That should have been a 56-28 game if the Jaguars were going to score like that. He is horrible. I'm with you, Uncle Mike. I think he might be the worst.
What's his name?
Staley.
That's his name. Yeah, Stale. That should be his fucking name.
Yeah.
Terrible.
We all had Rodgers right around the same spot, I see, right? I mean,
like 5, 6. Yeah.
I think I had him at 7. I think I put Lawrence at 6 or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. But just looking at like what you said earlier, though, if we're going based on what's going to happen during this season, how it's going to end, I think Rodgers could definitely bump up a couple of spots.
I mean, I could see it too. I tried to not be biased again because he's going to be top 10, maybe not top 5. I mean, look at the guys ahead of him though. Rodgers.
I think I had him at 5. I think.
What's up, Chris?
What's up,
Chris? What's happening, bro?
He's still good as ever, but I mean, you can't argue any of the guys in front of him. I mean, Hurts just in the Super Bowl. Mahomes got 2 of them. Trevor Lawrence is coming up. Josh Allen has been fantastic, and Joe Burrow's fucking Joe Cool, man.
You know what I think? You know what I think with Rodgers though is like I feel like as scary as it may sound, like he's almost rejuvenated. And he's playing that well when he wasn't that happy, and now he's happy, and he's gonna have fun.
I know.
And like that could be like, that could be 50 touchdowns, man.
The last time this guy had a top 10 defense was the last time we watched him fucking hoist the Lombardi, man. I mean, the guy won a ring when he had this good of a defense.
Literally,
he's never had this good of a team.
Like you see Hard Knocks, he's having fun, he's joking around, he enjoys being in New York, and like that could be really dangerous.
Really,
he's having a blast.
David Carr's top 10.
David or Derek?
Neither.
Allen ahead of Rodgers.
Listen, Uncle Mike, I can 100% see Rodgers overtaking him.
I can too. But going into the season, I'm not putting Rodgers over Allen.
Not
yet.
Right now,
not yet.
Just because Allen, like I know he had turnovers, the guy still had 44 touchdowns last year. Like that's fucking stupid, man. I'm with you. Rodgers is pissed. I mean, I think there's gonna be a lot of good come from Rodgers this year, man.
Absolutely.
I do. Whatever fucking
car.
Derek Carr. Fuck no. I wouldn't let him sniff my top 10 right now.
He's right on the cusp. I think he's right on the cusp.
I think he's closer to 15 than 10.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, look at some of the guys. We'll pull up just my list alone. Look at how some of the guys that we can put over him right now. Definitely Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins. I'm probably taking Justin Fields over him. I might take Deshaun Watson over him. I mean, there's a lot of guys I'm taking over.
Going into this year, I would take Carr over Watson.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take him over Cousins. But I would probably take Carr over Dak Prescott.
Oh, come on.
I don't know about that.
I think I would.
No way.
I don't.
Yeah, Chris, we're all torn on the Geno thing, man.
The Saints don't have that good of an offense. There's no way he's gonna have the same stats.
They'll be okay, but they're in the worst division in football.
And honestly, I think Dak runs a little more this year. Watch his rushing touchdowns this year. I think that's going to go up because McCarthy said they're going to open the full playbook for him, and he actually is a pretty good runner when they give him an opportunity to. And I think he's going to utilize that this year.
Well, the main thing is he shouldn't be thrown at 53 times a fucking game like Kellen
Moore.
It should be like
30 times a game and give your fucking running backs the ball. You have Pollard who's going to be healthy, and this kid Deuce Vaughn can fucking play.
Totally.
He's not bad,
5'5", but he can play, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Dak is so overrated. See, I don't think Dak is overrated, man. I really don't.
We're going to get to that in a moment.
I don't think so, man. I mean, I don't think he's overrated. I think if he was the quarterback on any other team other than the Cowboys, no one would say shit about him.
Do you just want to read my list then, or what?
I think if Dak was if he was also the quarterback of another team, no one would say shit about him being that good because he's not a Dallas Cowboy.
I don't agree
with that.
I think it goes both ways.
I don't think so.
I don't, man, because like realistically, I get it. He's sucked in the playoffs, but listen, we're talking about Kirk Cousins. Dak Prescott has put up better stats than Cousins, man. He's been as consistent, and both teams just losing the playoffs.
But Mike, you're right to a point. Mike, you're right to a point, though. It's the positive and negative being the Dallas Cowboys starting.
You're the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. You're either going to be put on a pedestal or they're going to knock you down.
Yeah, but he's knocked down a lot for no reason. I mean, I know like his playoff games haven't been that hot, but if you honestly change the play calling of that, like look at that last play of the last.
What the fuck was that?
What is that shit, dude? Come on, you're not even giving them a chance. You throw a 9-yard dart when you need to get a fucking first down, like. Come on,
the fact that Zeke's last play was him playing center and getting run over.
No, come on. Like
here, Chris, you missed it, so I'm going to pull up the list again for Chris. We'll start with Stevens.
That was terrible, man. Like that's.
This is Stevens' list. I'll give you a second. All right, that's Steven. This one's Mike. Just so you can read through, see who we got. Herbert was off of Stevens, Chris, if that's what you were wondering, if you didn't see him. And Herbert was my 8. I mean, I think he'll still be somewhat good. I don't know. I'm not on the Herbert train yet. I'm not.
Neither am I. He has to prove it to me. Like he has to really win me.
You can put up all the big stats during the regular season, but if you're not winning, what does it matter?
Matter. No, I get it.
The guy has less playoff wins than Daniel Jones, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Geno Smith. I mean, all these guys we're naming off have more wins than him. And he's been on a much better team than all of these guys.
Yeah.
And now he's got this fucking ass wipe that Uncle Mike is ripping.
Kellen Moore.
It's
true.
It's not good, man. So I'm not on the train yet. Fantasy wise, he'll definitely be in the top 10.
Yeah,
He's the guy fucking put up 1,000 yards on the ground last year with 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a good fantasy option for sure.
He's definitely going to be a good fantasy option. I'm still not sold on him yet, but I want to see what this year brings. He's got another year under his belt. He's got some weapons now. We'll see what he brings.
I think it's a jump year for sure.
Yeah, I think it's a not as good of, but similar to the jump Jalen Hurts had. I don't think he's bringing the Bears to the Super Bowl. He's not.
No, he's not going to be that big of a jump. He will.
I think play-wise, he will be that much better. They're not going to go to the Super Bowl again. He's not on the Eagles. You don't have the Eagles O-line or defense
for sure,
or coach. But he's going to be all right. Darnold's going to have dude, I was saying that the whole time.
He's not that bad.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
When I thought Purdy was going to be out, I thought Darnold was going to get the job.
I traded him to Steven for Tom Brady.
Yeah, what trade wasn't made in that league? Out of here.
Oh my!
That's a good point.
That league.
That's a really good point.
That league was wild.
Yeah, I mean Herbert's got all the talent, man. He's just not getting it done when it matters. But I guess
all Pat did was rip off his friends that he knew more about football than. I mean,
yeah, Pat ripped off his friends.
Pat should be in prison with the assaulting that went on with those trades.
Yeah,
no, it's so true.
Absolutely brutal. Killing those trades, man.
Let's get into our overrated list, man.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll start with Steven again, just the order I had him in.
Steven sounds like he's at like a fucking bachelorette party over there or something, man.
I got girls like going on over there. So.
So it's a bachelor party.
Chris, I'm not big. I'm not big on Russell Wilson, man. I don't like Russell Wilson. So I like this list, man. Josh Allen #1, Prescott 2. Kyle Pitts 3, Sean Payton 4, and the Eagles defense 5.
Yeah, I mixed it up a little bit, man.
I didn't have any coaches or an actual team on my list.
You didn't have to. I altered mine a little bit because I couldn't think of the defense that I wanted. But
Sean Payton, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I was telling Angelo.
I like that one a lot.
I feel like everybody's giving this guy the crown to the city, man, and like, is he really going to make that much of a difference? Like. I think they win a couple more games, man, but like I honestly don't think they're gonna make.
I don't think he makes them Super Bowl contenders like a
lot
of these people.
No way. People put this guy on the pedestal, man. Like he's got one ring, and like he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely good, but I mean,
the guy has more fucking gates than fucking Belichick, man. He's been suspended for more shit than anyone.
I just don't know, man. Like I don't think he's gonna make he's not going to make that much of a difference in Denver. I'm not worried about Denver as another team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to upgrade them for sure. I think they win maybe another 3-4 games, but like, I can't see him really changing that much.
Well,
like,
we also
11-win team now.
We also all witnessed Sean Payton and the Saints get screwed more than once in the playoffs, where they probably should have made a Super Bowl run.
100%. No, 100%.
Yeah,
but
I think he's an upper echelon head coach, in my opinion. I really do.
He's an upgrade from what they had, but I don't think he makes
absolutely.
that much. But everybody's saying like, this is what Russell Wilson needs to win the Super Bowl now. Is it though? Like,
no, I don't
think so.
They just don't have enough. Period. I don't think. Look again, like I think you said it great. They are. You're going to see improvement this year.
You should. If you don't, I mean,
you have to. You have to.
Look.
Yeah, right out of the gate, there should be some improvement with them. Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts for me, man. Like for how high he wins a tight end.
This piece of shit, I had him in one of my fantasy leagues. I forget which one out of the 3. He didn't do shit.
He didn't do anything.
Now, I know he's on a shit team, too.
No, they're not that bad, honestly.
They didn't have a quarterback last year.
I know. They kind of still don't. But
yeah, I don't think they do.
For how high that they drafted him and the height of him coming out of college.
He has 2 touchdowns in his career.
Dude, exactly. No. He hasn't done anything.
I don't care if fucking Joe Snow's throwing to you. 2 touchdowns, man.
And I can't see that changing this year again. So I think the hype on him's a little much too.
I agree.
I'll throw Prescott in there, man. Again, this is going back to him being the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback, and everybody, in theory, he's supposed to bring them to the promised land, and he's supposed to be this excellent quarterback because he's the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback, but he doesn't play well in big games, man. He doesn't. I mean, regular season, he plays awesome. He does great. I don't know if it's anything mental at this point that,
it could be.
Cowboys can't make it in the big game, and then when he plays the big game, and it just doesn't work out. I don't know. Like, I mean, in theory, I don't think he's necessarily playing that bad in these big games, but you're the
He's just
leader of
not
the
playing
team.
good enough.
You're the quarterback. You need to fix these things. And for what the platform is for him, I think he is a little overrated. And that's why
You're in a tough spot. You're in such a tough spot as a quarterback, right? Because when the team wins, say you would go on and win a Super Bowl, if you have an okay game, you're probably winning MVP. Unless
100%.
someone stood out incredibly
Cooper
in
Kupp.
that game. Yeah, right. Other than that, they're probably going to give you MVP. But you also have to realize that when you lose and you don't win the big one year after year after year, especially on a team like the Dallas Cowboys, the most profitable and the richest franchise in sports.
Yeah,
you're going to take the heat.
You're scrutinized for
it comes
harsh,
with the territory, man.
Harsh too, because people already don't like the Cowboys. Again, we use that example where say he's on, I don't know, put him on the Colts. What if he does well in the Colts and wins 13 games this year with the Colts, and he has 4,000 yards and 25 touchdowns with 7 picks? Prescott's the man. He's awesome. He rejuvenated the franchise, and take him off the Cowboys, and people love him. They strictly 100%. hate him because he's the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback.
I agree with you, man.
It's an unfair hate, but I also see the frustration being a fan because watching them lose to the Niners the last 2 years, it's like, come on,
in person,
man. Like, right? Well, one in person, but it's like it's like. The end of that game was like they were coming back, and it's like, oh, you know what? There's actually a chance. And you know what? If you didn't have that one pick in the second quarter, if you didn't go 4-and-out with your, that one series, like you could have changed the whole game, and they could have honestly won. They almost won that game.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it
agree.
was, they could have won that game. So if you clean up a couple of those mistakes, you could win that. You could win. You could totally win that game. Like it's a winnable game, and just every year, it just
it's kind of this. Look, you know what? A guy that took more heat than anyone was Tony Romo, okay?
Yeah.
What I've seen from both their careers so far up to this point, Tony Romo was better. I think he was better.
Tony Romo's a better passer. He's a better quarterback, right?
Yeah.
I love Dak as a leader, though. Dak as a leader, I think he's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The team loves him and everything, but like there's only so many years that you can keep going and that you don't win that they're going to start looking elsewhere, man.
Yep.
They are,
It's true. Jerry Jones, he's not one to be hesitant to pull the trigger. Let's put it that way.
He's not. And he's not afraid to spend money either to get somebody.
Nope.
So, I mean, something's got to give, man. You got to,
Yeah.
But
I'll put it this way. Even with Dak under his contract and everything else, if Rodgers went on the McAfee show this year and said he wanted to play for the Dallas Cowboys, guess what? He'd be in a Dallas jersey right now.
We're trading 100%.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Jerry Jones would have sent Dak packing immediately, man.
Oh my God, no doubt.
Yeah.
Philly defense for me too, man. I couldn't pick an overall player, but Philly defense last year, everybody ranted and raved about it. It was good. I know they lost a couple players this year in free agency and a couple retirements, and I don't know, man. Like I said, I think Philly just really kind of takes a little step back this year, Super Bowl hangover. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were. I know that it was pretty good last year, but it wasn't like, in my opinion, it's not anything crazy. But when I'm, a lot of this came from when I was doing mock drafts and everything, and like they had the Philly defense right under the Niners defense, and I'm like, no way, they're even close.
No.
That Niners defense was disgusting, and like I don't think Philly's defense is as good. And
I think the Jets defense is better than Philly.
I agree with that. Yeah,
I think so too. I think so too. I mean, I still have Philly top 5. I don't think I think they're closer to 5 than 1 though. I'll tell you that. I'd have them at 5. I wouldn't have them
probably at 5.
Yeah,
definitely. So real quick, Patrick's comment. He said not even to joke around, so I don't think he's trying to be a wise. He thinks the Cowboys defense is a little overrated.
I don't know. I mean, listen, I get it. Diggs had the 1 year with all the picks and everyone hyped him up. I don't think Diggs is overrated now. I mean, I think they paid him a lot based off the interception year. Last year, he was fucking really good. I mean, he was really good last year. So was Gilmore, though. Gilmore was great for the Colts. He was like their one bright spot last year.
I'm hoping Gilmore helps with Diggs with coverage because he had a lot of picks, but he also got burnt a lot. Not necessarily his fault. It was just how the defense was set up.
It's his own coverage.
I think that Gilmore is going to help him become a better overall corner, which is
great
scary
veteran presence to have.
For sure.
100%,
Guys,
yeah.
fucking
Really good
defensive player
veteran
of the year.
presence. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Keep getting Jets defense in all my mock drafts. Probably the safest option. I mean, yeah, Jets defense is healthy. I mean, they have 2 starting D lines.
They really do. Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
Did you see
Mike have been talking about it, man?
ESPN today actually ranked the Giants starting front 4 as the number 1 front line in football.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, which I found kind of. I mean, look, I think they're up there. I think they're definitely up there.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely something to talk about, but I don't know if I'd have them number 1.
Yeah, that's kind of high. That's
It's a
high.
little high.
Yeah, I think that was a little high. I mean, if we're talking just front 4, not in an entire defense, I think the Giants are probably in the top 5 with front 4 defense.
They're I mean, they're definitely up there.
Dex alone moves them up a couple of spots. But I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to focus on that right now. So anyway.
All right, so let's get into Mike's list here.
Steven's gonna hate my list.
Diggs, number 1.
Come on, man.
Steven, this was not a biased thing as a Giants fan. I promise you it was not. Dak, for every single reason that you already said, that's why he's on that list.
Yeah, I got you.
Last year, before Juju went to oh my God, I'm drawing a blank right now. Sorry, but
New England.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's like all these teams, like all these people I'd be reading online. Oh, the Giants should go after Juju. This one should go after Juju. What has Juju really fucking done?
He's average.
He's okay. He's better than average.
Yeah, he can't run the whole route.
We could probably name 10 receivers right now that you would take over Juju Smith.
I could probably name 25.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point, right?
Yeah.
So Juju, I almost had Dak at number 5 under Juju, but Kamara. Look, Kamara is a very good runner. He's good in the red zone. I get it. He gets a decent amount of touchdowns. Kamara in 5 or 6 seasons has never had a 1,000-yard season.
Yeah,
which
he's just not that guy. Yeah,
I understand that. He's been hurt kind of off and on. Now, I mean, he's got the suspension thing going, but this has nothing to do with that though. But I don't know. There's just something about Kamara when I think about the top runners in football. I think both guys on the Jets right now are better than Kamara.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I think
actual runners. Yeah.
I think Kamara's
good
better.
For almost
Saquon's better.
The one thing I'll give Kamara is he has a nose for the end zone. Like that's.
Yep, I'm with you, Charlie. I'm with you.
Charlie, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining in, man. It's about fucking time. Where you been? Kyler Murray. Now, look, I almost didn't put Kyler Murray on the list because I think it's to the point where everyone just hates this guy. So I don't even know if he's overrated.
No, he's overrated. He fucking sucks. They gave him $200 million to be a fucking gamer. I fucking can't stand him.
I hate Kyler Murray.
Oh my! Now you're gonna get me pissed. You're gonna get me pissed. I'm gonna go on like a Mike rant right now. I fucking hate that midget piece of shit so much. Oh my god! I can't believe they paid someone that loves.
I don't know if that
games.
word's politically correct anymore, Angelo.
I don't give a fuck. He's not a little person. He's a midget. Fuck him. He fucking sucks.
No, he does. He's terrible. He's terrible. He puts no effort into the game. Yeah, he's a good at. You know what? He should have played baseball. He should have stuck to baseball.
He should have.
He would have been a better baseball player.
No doubt. He got drafted in like the top fucking 15. Should have stayed.
They were better with Colt McCoy.
Yes, because the team actually respects Colt McCoy. Kyler Murray don't fucking watch film. They had to put it in his contract for a reason. This guy stinks, man. This guy.
My number one, Trayvon Diggs, because he's got a star on his helmet. No, I'm gonna kid. Look, again, kind of some of the stuff that we just alluded to when we were talking about him before. I feel like he's an all or nothing guy. He's not a terrible player. He's a very good player. Yeah. I just feel like people put him like he's a top 2 or 3 DB in the league, and I'm sorry, I don't think he is.
I think he's top 5. I think he's top 5.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Sauce is better.
Sauce, Pat Surtain, Alexander. I'm still taking Jalen Ramsey.
Diggs had better stats than Surtain then. They even look it up.
I mean, I argue Surtain was probably the best in football.
Would you take Diggs? Would you put Diggs on your team over him right now?
Surtain? Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking nuts!
Crazy, dude.
No way.
Surtain had one bad game. It was only against Devontae Adams, dude.
I don't know about that. I have to look that up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust that.
Fucking, let's figure this shit out right now.
All right, here's the thing about Diggs, okay? The level of player I put him on, I think he's in the James Bradbury category. I think that's a fair comparison.
I don't know. I know he gives up a decent amount of yards, and it's going to get better, but his risk reward with the interceptions pans out. It works.
Angela, you got to put up Charlie's comment in there.
Eli.
I can't see it yet. Eli Apple.
No one's better than Eli Apple.
Oh my dude, I can't wait for the Jets to play the Dolphins and Garrett Wilson fucking destroys.
fucking Eli. How is he still in the league? Oh,
I don't know. I have no idea.
That guy was the most overrated. Literally from the day he got drafted, he was the most overrated. I'm sorry, Angela. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good. I can't find the stats. It just won't load the page right now. I don't know why.
All right, whatever. We can look into that later, and then it'll give us something else to argue about next week.
Definitely. That's fucking great.
So Juju, what did Charlie say? Juju should be number 1.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney. I don't even think he's overrated. I don't think he matters. Okay, so I wouldn't even put him near one of these fucking lists because he's a goddamn bum. He's a fucking bum. And when he is actually healthy for the 3 games out of the entire season, he's still fucking overrated. Fuck that guy.
Shit. Now Mike's pissed. Fuck.
Kadarius fucking Toney.
All right, we're jumping into my list.
I was in a good fucking mood, Alex. Okay, we're gonna talk tomorrow.
I know you're gonna argue over one of these. One of these might not sit right with you guys, but I'm gonna defend it. Tony is just a douchebag.
Justin Herbert, huh?
Yep, I think Herbert, and I got Kyle Shanahan on here, man. I think Shanahan's overrated.
Crazy. You are crazy.
I don't know if I agree with the Shanahan, but the Herbert I definitely agree with.
I think
I'll give you Herbert way over Shanahan.
I think Shanahan's overrated, man. I don't. So I looked at it like this: he's made a Super Bowl. I get it. He had Jimmy G. Jimmy G didn't play great. Well, realistically, they should have won the Super Bowl against the Chiefs until the last drive, and the Chiefs ended up winning it. They played so much better than them that year. But again, their offense they couldn't get it done in the second half, and I'm putting a lot of that on Kyle Shanahan. Everyone says Shanahan's this offensive quarterback guru. So any other guy you call offensive guru, they get the quarterback, they develop a quarterback, and the quarterback 9 out of 10 times is good. Shanahan hasn't had a fucking Pro Bowl quarterback or developed anyone. He was gifted Jimmy G. Trey Lance sucks. We're sitting here saying we don't think Brock Purdy possibly might not be the guy. I think he's a little overrated. I think he's leaned on a defense that's been great. They've been coached great by Saleh or DeMeco Ryans. I don't know. I don't think they're that great. I don't think
my take is I think Shanahan has taken teams that have had quarterbacks with either average or below average talent and still taking them to championships and a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Jimmy G, we've all sat here and ripped Jimmy G. How he can't stay healthy, he can't play good in a big game, all this stuff. We've destroyed him. And he wasn't, it's not like he drafted Jimmy G. He was given Jimmy G, And, again, last year, I mean, the guy's in the championship game, and he's got fucking Christian McCaffrey playing quarterback. I mean, he has really had nothing to work with. I don't think they've drafted right. The move for Trey Lance was a fucking mistake right from the start.
Yeah, I mean, I think that had a lot to do with Shanahan. I think Shanahan wanted him.
It's possible.
I think so. I think Shanahan and Lynch call a lot of that stuff together, man. I don't know.
That is possible.
Overrated, man.
But drafting the wrong guy, whether or not the coach is in on the decision, which he probably is, that I don't think that should go against his coaching ability, though. I
don't think he's an overrated. I think he's overrated more so as this offensive guru. We just sat here and said they can have a mid quarterback and their defense will carry them. And everyone says, oh, Shanahan's doing a great job. Why is that not on the defense?
Okay, but we also had the conversation when I was knocking Brock Purdy about how the fact that, okay, he might be mediocre, but he also won 6 games. He won 6 in a row without losing a game. So And he didn't play bad in those games. He played pretty well. So doesn't that credit go to Shanahan?
I mean, a little bit.
Why is that only a little bit to him? But you're saying he's never developed anybody. He's never did shit. Brock Purdy came from fucking Stop and Shop, and the guy went on to win 6 games in a row.
Yeah, but
so
we're defending the defense as well, though.
He'll take the heat, but he doesn't get credit.
I give him credit for that, but I give the defense more credit. I think the defense gets way more credit.
You can say that about how many teams, though?
Not championship teams. I mean, the Eagles' offense was better than the defense in the playoffs. The Chiefs' offense was better than the defense. The Bengals' offense is better than the defense. Top teams, I think top teams, you have to now, especially, you have to rely more on your offense than your defense to win a championship. Have we not seen that?
I get it. It's a passing league. Everything's about that now. I understand it. If you do not have a solid to above average defense, you will not win a Super Bowl. You're not going to win with a bad defense. You can win with a mediocre offense. You're not going to win with a mediocre defense.
Yeah, I agree to that. I definitely agree to that. But I mean, if San Fran's defense was mediocre last year, you think the 49ers still would go on?
No.
What I just said. What you said.
No. Here's what I'm saying is that you were saying if you don't have a really good offense, you're not going to win. I think you can. You don't need that. So to sit here and say that San Francisco, well, they did all this because of a great defense. Okay, that's fine. But if you take a quarterback that's okay and you go to the NFC Championship and say you win it and you get to the Super Bowl, if your defense is doing that well, you still got there with a mediocre quarterback because the coach is respected and is a very good coach. And he has a hell of a lot to do with that very good defense on the other side of the ball as well.
I agree with the beginning. You're changing my mind a little bit, but I don't agree with the end. I don't think the defense has anything to do with him.
I don't know. I think everything has to do with him. He's the head coach.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that last part. I don't agree. He's not a defensive coach at all. He hasn't touched the defense. Why do you think they go through so many defensive coordinators? Because all those guys go get jobs because they're that good.
Right, guys that have worked under Shanahan. Come on, man. That's like saying all these guys that have come out from underneath the umbrella of Bill Parcells. I mean, he doesn't get any credit because one guy was an offensive guy and one guy was a defensive guy. Come on, man.
I think teams look at the 49ers and they worry about their defense way more than the offense. That's my take.
I won't argue that.
That's my take on it. I think he's a little overrated as a play caller. I don't think he's an overrated coach. I think he's an overrated offensive-minded coach. I think people put this guy on the level of Andy Reid, and it's not even fucking close.
No. I mean, I won't put him up there with Andy Reid either. I mean, Andy Reid is
the best. He's
working his way up to be like a top 5 coach of all time.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
I don't think Shanahan, offensive mind-wise, is as good as these guys. That's where I should have had it start. Not just his coaching ability. I mean, I think he's a good coach just offensive-wise. I don't think he's as good as everyone thinks.
You're entitled to your opinion.
That's it.
And I'll respect your opinion.
So my 1 and 2 are similar to what me and you both had. I mean, 2 of these guys. Yeah. Murray, I fucking just went on a rant. I could do it again. Kamara, again, I think he's a little overrated. He's a great football player, but when it comes to running the ball, he's just not that great, man.
Yeah, going by like when you look at positional football at that position, you can name a lot of guys that had won over Kamara. I'm sorry.
100%. I'm not talking fantasy football. Fantasy football, I'm going to go get the guy. He has 100 catches a year. But
that's
when it comes down to being a running back.
That's why it's fantasy football.
Yeah. Right, that's why it's fucking fantasy football. And too many people nowadays base real NFL and the real players off of their fantasy league, you know?
I know. It's fucking frustrating, man. Some of these
Stop worrying about your goddamn fantasy league and learn about the fucking game.
Yeah. And Russell Wilson, I don't fucking like him. I think he's overrated.
Got me fucking riled up now.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed about Kyler Murray being fucking an asshole.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara's fucking smacking girls in the club. I mean, this is fucked.
What the fuck, man?
And Russell Wilson is a weirdo. I won't even get into the weird shit this guy does.
Yeah, and on top of that, I got one of those what are they called? The Funko Pops or whatever they are?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A life-size one of Kyler Murray dressing as Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, the guy is fucking.
That's why.
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna get pissed off. You're already at a disadvantage being 5'10". How about you fucking focus on football and get better. Not just try to be an athlete and let that pan out. You don't watch film. You don't understand coverage. You don't understand fronts. You don't understand where linebackers are going to be. I guarantee that piece of shit can't call out the Mike linebacker. Fuck him.
He probably can.
They gave him too much money to be a fucking douche. Now I'm fucking pissed off. Now I'm fucking pissed. Fuck. Pissed off.
Anyway. All right. You know what? Let's run through news and notes again. I got something to add about Kyler Murray today.
Yeah. Kyler Murray woke up and is still a bitch. That's my fucking news. Kyler Murray is still a bitch.
Yeah. Actually, I just got a text. Kyler Murray would like to come on as a guest next week. Would you guys like to interview him?
Oh, dude, I will rip him.
Could you imagine?
I would rip him live on this show. Oh my god, and it would probably get us more viewers because of how many people hate him. They'd all love it. They'd all. I bring on
and the fact that he's an NFL football player that might help.
It might actually help us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That part too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off now. I'm so fucking.
Next week we're gonna get Kyler Murray's gonna come on. And be like, "Yo, we are so proud to have you, man. We respect the hell out of you."
We're gonna go the whole show with like loving the views. Everyone's gonna be swarmed with hundreds of thousands of people, and then right when we're about to end, I'm gonna motherfuck them. Oh,
yeah, we're like, listen,
setting them up. We're trapping them.
Kyler, good luck in the season. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
You fucking midget.
All right,
piece of
Angelo,
shit.
get him off the screen. Oh, is he gone? He's gone. What a fucking douche.
Like now I hate him even more.
I guarantee he was playing Call of Duty throughout the whole fucking interview.
I had his jersey on. He asked who it was.
Yeah. Fucking dick. Oh, I'm pissed now. I'm so angry. I fucking hate that ass white. He sucks.
Wild.
Anyway.
And that's why I had the Cardinals being the worst team in the league. So fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
they're
me
going to
too.
be that bad, but they'll definitely be in the bottom. They'll be in the bottom.
They'll be in the conversation.
He's missing the first 6 weeks. They'll be a 3-win team.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Well,
going off that rant, I mean, that's all I got tonight, dudes.
that's all I got tonight as well, man. That was
Kyler
fun.
Murray hate.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Fucking awesome top 10 list of quarterbacks. We all have
Yep.
our opinions, a little bit different, a lot of them similar. I mean,
Angelo and I would a little debate, which never happens.
Never.
Yeah, I was pretty vocal about my point too tonight, like I usually am. So
Steven's fucking dude. When we start going at it, Steven's like this, just fucking throwing popcorn in his mouth without us seeing it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
that's my time to get my beer drinking, and I'm like,
He stops watching on our live screen and goes right to his phone to watch it on his own YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got to see it from a different view.
He's got to mirror it to the TV, man. Oh
And
shit.
then, well, that's really all I got. I think next week I got some bold predictions for not this season, but the following season. I got some shit.
Oh,
You're already on the
Jesus.
year after?
Can we get through this fucking season
No,
first?
I got one really good one. I think you guys are gonna like actually.
All right. You know what? I was thinking of one today when I read something that I might have to come up with one myself. I think I have one that I want to throw out there. But anyway,
And soon, man. Listen, I can't wait. We got our weekly predictions coming back real soon.
Oh, I can't wait.
Don't think I forgot. The bet is still on. You guys are wearing Jets jerseys real soon.
Can I wear
I'll
the
wear my
Rodgers?
wife's.
Yeah, but
I'll wear my wife's.
fucking A.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Shoddy the Rodgers.
No, I'm wearing this one. Shit, if we're together, this is on me. I'm giving Mike like fucking Chris Ivory or Le'Veon Bell or something.
You got to give him the bell. Give him the Le'Veon Bell.
I used to like Chris Ivory, man. I thought he got a bad
love-
rap.
Chris Ivory's good. You got to give him the Le'Veon Bell though.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Le'Veon Bell. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean whatever. What color is it?
Black.
All right, I'll wear it. Yeah.
No, he likes black. I gotta give him.
Yeah, give
something.
him the white one. Give him the white one.
Dude, I'm
Give
gonna
him
go
the
and find. I'm gonna go get the fucking Titans Mark Sanchez jersey and make him wear that shit.
I fucking hate that Titans jersey, man.
Steven, what's that website we find jerseys on again?
DHgate. DHgate.
All right.
It's all right. Christmas is coming. He's gonna have a nice fresh Peterman.
I want a Peterman, so it's no,
I almost
it's no
want
threat.
one now too.
It's
Yeah.
no threat to me.
I'm gonna get the Raiders one just to have it.
I showed
I-
you guys my next tattoo I'm getting. I'm not getting mine. It's gonna say Peterman.
Peterman.
Oh my god, dude, that would be fucking epic.
I would totally pay for that to happen.
Right? Oh my god. So everyone, thanks for watching. We appreciate all the commentary, man. This was a
Always,
fun,
man.
fun conversation. It really was.
Every week is getting better, man. More views, more people in the chat. Keep it up. Share, show your friends, your sister, your mother, your father, whoever. Show everyone.
And YouTube. Don't forget YouTube.
Yep. Get on
Be sure to subscribe, hit that like, hit the notification button, and thanks for watching Sports of Ages. We'll see you all next week.
Peace.
Later, boys.